Welcome back to the kitchen. You are here with Team Mad Rational in the house with your man Twitch for Life, MrBroadcast, and Art behind the camera. And we are here with a special guest of the evening. He is not dirty, but he is Jay Fresh.
Fresh. What's up?
What's good, bro?
I took a shower.
So fresh.
My butt is itching, but I took a shower.
He fresher than Post Malone looks.
He kind of gives off like that muskrat vibe. You know what I mean? Like the hair and like the dangling, dirty. I don't know. It looked like almost like what was that movie? Coming to America where he had the
You remember the cartoon Kim Possible when they had the dude on there that had the little he had the little possums. That's Post Malone.
Oh man.
But that's all right because we've been fresher than a placenta right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's possibly the freshest. I think that's as fresh as you can possibly get.
You cannot get any fresher than a placenta.
The closest you can get is 2 bars of Irish Spring. That's it. 2 bars. Anyway,
I fuck with Irish Spring, by the way. If they'd like to endorse me at any time. Old Spice is also great.
Right. Any endorsement is great, right?
Any endorsement is great.
My man.
So we agreed. The only 2 things fresher than Jay Fresh is the Irish Spring soap,
Irish Spring,
a placenta. Oh, and maybe the third. Maybe the third is the Jordan 11s. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
That's about it.
But you know what? So who's fresher, Jay Fresh or Manny Fresh?
See, that's a hard
Or are you
question.
both so fresh and so clean?
We're both very fresh and so clean, but he was an inspiration for me. So
my man.
Yeah, he was definitely definitely someone I looked up to coming up in the game for sure. So
yeah,
hard to say. I don't want to say he might see this and be like, the nigga better not say fresher than me. I ain't never gonna work with him because he think he's fresher than me. It's like a unspoken truth.
Mm-hmm. I feel you. It's like the most known unknown. Like,
yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Very much so.
3-6 Mafia, Jay Fresh.
I see what you did.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
Anyway, look. So, MrBroadcast, what are we listening to today? What are we doing?
First of all, I can't tell you because it's so fresh it hasn't even hit the kitchen yet.
Ooh.
What I'm bringing in right now is still be Uber Eat it to the kitchen.
What you're saying is we don't have the manifest for the fresh?
Look at here. I can't tell you. All I know is a la carte and it's being dropped off by Art.
Ooh.
Is that an artifact?
Ooh.
You know it is.
Man.
Artemis Prime. Roll it.
I want a whole lot of everything, want a whole lot of money, man, want a whole lot of fucking change, put my mama in a better place, whole lot of, I want a whole lot of everything, want a whole lot of money, man, about to get it, that's on everything, put my mama in a better place, that gold if you ain't fucking know, whole lot of, tell me if it's real, I can show you who the truth is, young fresh, got him wavy like a cruise ship, I'm laced down from my fitted to my new kicks, stacked up, disrespecting with your 2 cents, fuck with a nigga like me. I put you on and that's a fucking guarantee. I'm blowing up like kerosene and every day is Halloween. I'm shining like a jack-o'-lantern. Hoes from Alaska, addicted to this lifestyle. The coke and the ganja. She got some daddy issues, so she calling me Papa. Fuck so many bitches, you think pussy was my first name? Swear I've been a crazy nigga since the 1st grade. Been perverted, bitch, the dirty is my birthplace. Tell her throw it back and it ain't even Thursday. CBT, she used to use the EBT, and ever since she fuck with me, well all she gotta know is one thing. Oh, lot of money in my bank account. She used to look at me and laugh. Bitch, you's laughing now. I got a whole lot of cash in this fucking case. I think I'm finna throw a stack in your fucking face. Yeah, SGOD. It's that gold, motherfucker, that's off the head. You know what the fuck it is, man. I die. Yeah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, check me out. I want a whole lot of everything. Want a whole lot of money, man. Want a whole lot of fucking change. Put my mama in a better place. Whole lot of. I want a whole lot of everything. Want a whole lot of money, man. About to get it, that's on everything. Put my mama in a better place. Look, whole lot of.
Stay gold till I RIP. Never rush us, kill these niggas, send them all IVs. Fucking pressure, under pressure, bunch of PVC. And after every single session, sending me MTs. Whoa, that's a whole lot of new money. Y'all don't know how to do nothing. I just started, I ain't through stunting. Fuck the mama, granny, and a cousin. Tell her bend it over, then bust it. Fresh the G.O.D. You ain't ballin', nigga, please. How that little nigga so clean. What them hating bitches I seen. They ain't never met a nigga like me. Got them all in check, no Nike. Fuck the baddest bitch, she a Pisces. Real rich bitch like Kylie. Gave a good dick, send a smiley. Ricky, young nigga with a whole lot of cash, boy. Whip that bitch to make your ring just like an asteroid. Exotic bitch is just a fuck, you need a passport. I'm so on, hit him with that Alabama. Ha, woo, woo. Hit that nigga like Sriracha. Ha, woo. Hit him with the fucking hot sauce on him. Mighty stick and move, been and hit the rain and moss on him. Been a blow that whistle, stop the clock on him. Hold up, see some hoes in the front row. Got him jumping like a jump rope. If you ain't know, that's what we do it for. I keep a 40 in my studio. And what you know, it's about who you know. Yeah, I'm laughing at these niggas cause they ain't me. Like, why these niggas acting like we on the same team? And either way you getting shot, you better say cheese. Unless it stay gold emotion ENT, ho.
Oh my God, it just ended. I love that. Okay, look, first off, let me talk about the end of the track because I love endings on tracks that don't fade out. Like I love that. It's controversial. It leaves you wanting more. It leaves you wanting to go to the next track. Like play it again, play the next track. I'm still in just the hype mode. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it doesn't leave. It leaves you wanting so much more. That's I love that.
Appreciate that.
I love it. I love it. Look, you know what I mean?
Prism. He engineered that, but yeah.
Oh my God.
That.
Oh my gosh. Look, Prismo, whoever you are, I haven't met you. I will one day though. Dope decision on that. Yeah. That was crazy.
Very much.
Crazy. Look, let me say this. I was joking on the, during the video, but I was serious at the same time. Like, you have a name for the album yet?
No, not a solid name. That's actually be a really dope name.
Right, dog. No features necessary. J Fresh.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be dope as hell.
Yeah, just throw me a little, co-producer credit right there in the bottom. Just slide that. Slide, Mad Rational logo. We got you.
Fisticuffs does the intro though. He introduces it.
Bet. Yeah, you gotta turn up on that.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta turn up,
bro. This is wild, man. So, as hip hop goes, right? Our listeners on the kitchen, they're familiar with my style of hip hop. My style of hip hop is definitely, a lot more straightforward than the styles that they enjoy and stuff like that. Because I come from that dance world, you know what I'm saying? And in the dance world, it's that underground kind of, that grit, that real hip hop, right? You came out here with grit in the lyrics and the anthem style beat, and it was rough. Like, I love it.
I appreciate that.
I love it. That. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. That it definitely gave me a new level of energy I needed for this interview.
Yeah,
that was definitely dope. Yo, I'm gonna bask in the dopeness for a minute. Wow, Mr. Broadcast.
That's fair enough.
I appreciate that.
Bask in the freshness.
Right, bask in the freshness.
You don't got Irish Spring.
You enjoying the Ziploc. You gonna enjoy the Ziploc, right?
Right, but I'm not gonna zip it around my head because then I'm gonna suffocate in the dopeness. Then I'll be dead ass. See what I did there?
Look at here, beat. What? It's you in the Timberland boots.
Oh, man.
That's all we fit. That's all we fit.
That's it. Crazy. No, I appreciate that.
Let me tell you something. Man, I have to be. I have to go a little bit biased to truly get my point across right now.
Be biased, cousin.
I am. Man, I feel it. I feel it in this song, man. I feel the determination. I feel the work ethic. I feel the pain, the pressure. I feel the positivity. I feel the connection to what you're doing with whoever you with in the studio at this point in time, you know. But most of all, I feel your own resolve in this song. I hear it. I hear who I know you are.
Yeah.
You know, I hear not who you want to be, but who you already know you can be.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
true.
And for me,
is the future you.
Future me.
seeing that from you, man, like, and this is not from the whole like, oh, you turn into somebody totally different than 24/7. Because I mean, you always did what you did.
Yeah.
But the maturity, the growth that I see in you,
Right.
and for something in the presence of today's day and age of, you know, respect without disrespect, but honesty of the mumble rap, and what all comes with that, to the cookie cutter phrase that we have with that, like they did with boy bands. I want somebody who could follow this flow pattern and just put out something and find a good hook.
Yeah.
You took time to put together a quality product that meant more than just letting me be like everybody else to sell a record.
Right. Right.
And for me, that creates a timeless piece of work. And that I have to tell you, I am very, very proud of you for.
Appreciate that.
And I mean
Means a
that
lot.
with everything. That is my biased piece. Now, switch back over
He went from the
to Mr. Broadcast for a minute.
Broadcast.
You see the voice inflection change too.
I see it.
Right?
Who is this I'm talking to?
I'm talking to Mr. Broadcast now, my brother. All
Mr.
right.
Broadcast 2018.
Mr. Broadcast 2018. Jay Fresh.
Sir.
This a la carte meal you put in front of us has a level of taste and substance that I feel no preservatives with.
He's about to be the most ridiculous.
There's no
poet on the
additives that
planet.
needs to be put into there.
Yeah.
And there is no other sides. I don't need to pull anything else other than to eat the steak that you have dropped in front of me right here.
Yeah.
All right. This is a very nice piece of tenderloin that I can cut with a fork. No knife needed.
Wait a minute, I have questions. Most of the time when people say a la carte, they talking about like Chinese food. And so when you hit me with the steak, it threw me way off.
Yeah, where do you get that at?
Right, I was thinking of lo mein and moose shoe pork. Like,
We're gonna step your steak eating game up.
what do you mean? I was just having Morton's like 2 weeks ago.
Obviously, you go to nicer places. Obviously, he goes to nice ass places.
The last steak I ate was a $62 porterhouse.
Was it a la carte?
It was, but it wasn't called a la carte.
Well,
It was just you got the steak. It was ordered a la carte. Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
but it wasn't on the menu. It didn't say a la carte on the menu.
Well,
when you
your
be at the
your
Chinese
sides
places,
are a la
they
carte.
put the a la carte on there.
Right, your side should have been listed under a la carte on there, right?
It's just listed on the sides.
Oh, well.
But they ordered a la
I'm
carte.
trying to go wherever that's at. Porterhouse, I don't care what it is.
we gonna step-
Steak, I'm trying to get that.
We're going to step your menu game up.
I'm just saying, the last steak I ate was a $62 steak.
Okay. But did it taste good?
It tasted like a $62 steak. Oh my God.
No need for A1. None
you
of
put
that
in
shit.
No, I didn't need no A1. It was no features necessary.
No
just like your
features
That's what I'm
track.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right. No features necessary. Nothing else. Just the steak.
I'm gonna make that steak by the end of the night.
Appreciate
though.
that.
You gonna go back to him like, yo, I got the name of the album. By the end of the night, it's
No
gonna stay.
features necessary. No features
I
necessary.
gotta make it. I gotta find
Except
an
the
official
intro.
title. So that's like that right now. That's number one really. Because I had a couple ideas, but there's nothing locks it. That's.
But it says it.
But now I gotta commit to no features.
It's
Whatsoever.
unflinching faith.
Unflinching, yeah.
unflinching
Gotta
faith.
have it, so.
No features necessary. This is all you, baby.
Yeah.
That's all you.
yeah.
That's all you need.
There you go.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. You don't need them. You don't need Post Malone doing a bong hit on the stage for you to get big. This is dope.
This is you.
Appreciate that.
This is dope. You know what I mean? He's dirty anyway, so whatever.
He's not as fresh.
As
Not
Jay
nearly as fresh.
Fresh. Not nearly as fresh as Jay Fresh.
Around from the same area, but not nearly as fresh.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. Like Post Malone is a dope artist. He just looks dirty.
This is true. I can appreciate the fact I watched him actually at South by Southwest.
Yeah.
For one of the first times, and this was before this was when White Iverson just came out, but it hadn't really blown up. So he was doing a bunch of South by shows, but he wasn't well known. And I'm talking about it was a terrible performance. I would tell it to him if I was sitting right next to him. But I watched him, grow. And so it's cool to see that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Whenever you get to see somebody grow, that's that's exciting.
I'm like, he actually figured it out. Because he does a lot of auto-tune. He uses, that you can tell in that song.
Yeah.
But he figured out how to perform with the auto-tune. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, it just sounds like shit.
That's right. You don't want to be the like 2005 T-Pain. You want to be the 2018 T-Pain. That you could put auto-tune on, but the brother really can sing now.
Right, he can sing now. Exactly. Right. I love seeing that, bro. I love seeing the progression. It's dope.
And you need to surround yourself with dope people that's gonna give you the real. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what's good, what's not good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna do for you here today on the kitchen, right? I'm gonna talk about what's good and what's not good, right? Yeah. The track is dope, right? The one call out I have on this track is the level of distortion that's on your voice.
Yeah.
I want to hear you more clear.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I appreciate the distortion. I know what the effect is trying to create. It's that rock star feel. I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
But we can distort everything else. But let's hear you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one critique I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually felt the same way about the mix. So it's interesting that you said that because I'm very particular about the mix process, which I want to talk to you about later because then you could definitely help out with that. But yeah, I felt the same way.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Because that effect can come across a multitude of different ways without affecting your voice. You can even put distortion on and just not sound like you're a distorted guitar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just tricks you learn here and there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But other than that. You know what I mean? And, I need your voice raised in the mix just a slight level, you know what I mean? Because it's not about the beat, it's about you and about what you're saying. So the track is dope.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You can release the track as is right now. And
it's out. It's out.
It's good. It's good. Like, I'm not saying nah, nigga, pull it back. No, none of that. None of that.
It's a little too late. I think 80,000 plays that we just released it recently.
That's dope.
It's good.
Yeah. That's dope.
Doing well.
That's awesome, bro. Man, MrBroadcast, I have a question for you.
What you got?
Right. If you could ask Jay Fresh any question on the planet right now, what would it be?
When did you decide to take your resolve and turn it into inner courage to create this?
This specific song or music?
No, this.
This
that I'm hearing from you right now. I hear a level of fierceness that was not there before. You had confidence.
Yeah.
And you were positive, and there was motivation. But I now hear a level of fierceness that didn't exist before.
Honestly, I think I don't know if there's a specific time exactly. I can think of a few, but I think a lot of it came with time. Like he was telling us earlier that I've been doing this for about roughly 7 years and some change, but just over time, I kind of experienced certain things that kind of really put me not only spiritually and also just mentally on a certain level, but I think there was just a period in my life where I was doing so much and I just kind of started saying, fuck it, I'm finna just be savage. I don't need to, be real technical, because I used to be really, extremely technical with my lyrics, and just try to be, whatever, but now I just spit and it's just like I'm really just expressing, you know what I mean, everything that I've been through. And it's like it comes more natural now because I've had the time to perfect that and really form it into what it is now. But I mean, there was obviously periods in my life where things were just so elevated that like it put me in a different mentality than where I was at before.
Yeah.
And it just led me to realize like really none of it matters without family. None of it matters. That's why like in the chorus I'm talking about I want to put my mom in a better place. I want these things for my family, because you get to a certain level of success where like you see things and you start to understand that none of those things really are important without, you know what I mean, the people who are behind you, which for me is my family, like my brother, my mom, my dad. They all, you know, support me. That's the circle that I have. And it was just, you know, maybe seeing, you know, that level of success and to realize that. It took me to realize that before, you know, where I was, before I didn't, you know, understand it.
Okay.
So look, let me ask this, you know, what's like, so right now you're working on the full album, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So once the album is finished, like, what do you see next?
Once the album's finished, so we're planning to do a full U.S. tour, a solo U.S. tour.
No features necessary.
Yeah, no features necessary. So I've done the touring, you know, but I want to do my first full solo tour. You know, like we've done the leading up to, so that will be my next step for once the album's done.
Dope. So where can people grab all your music, all your products? Where can they get all that?
Everywhere, man. Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, pretty much every, you know, streaming service that they have available. So.
Cool. That's dope, man.
Yep. And this is actually, so I had previous releases that I took down, and this is the newest song that will be from the upcoming album. So
cool.
Yeah, it's really the only thing available actually, other than the features that I've done. Which is funny you say no features necessary, because the only other thing available out there is just features that I've done with other people.
So you was features on their stuff, but you don't need features.
Now it's time for them to be. Now it's time for me to have the platform to where they will be featured on my stuff.
Right. That's it.
So you just talked about doing the U.S. tour coming up. Where can people find you in the next week and a half, 2 weeks? Isn't there something special you're getting ready to do?
Next week and a half. Well, my next, I guess it will be a little over that, because the next one will be May 11th, I believe. Yes, May 11th through the 13th I'll be in Austin doing Euphoria Music Festival. Ooh. So it's a festival I've actually played the last 4 years. So kind of a reoccurring festival that I've been playing, but that will be the next thing. Excited for that. It's gonna be a good one.
Dope.
Okay. And then after that, you have a little something else after that too, right?
And then after that, the next show that I'll be doing will be the biggest show I've ever done to date, EDC Music Festival, which is in Vegas. I think they said this year they're looking to see probably around 800,000 people. So
that's huge.
It'll be huge, man. I'm excited. Huge.
So look, like a lot of artists, especially up and coming, like have their like dream stage. Like, I know, you have artists like Adele and performed at Abbey Road. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Kanye West, one of the only rappers to perform at Abbey Road with a string orchestra. So like, what is your stage? What's your dream stage?
It's crazy. I actually have there's one other dream stage, which would be Coachella, but I actually already performed on my original dream stage, which is Red Rocks in Colorado, which, Madonna, the Beatles, everybody has rocked that stage, and I've actually performed there 4 times now.
Wow!
So it's the best. The acoustics it's in a mountain.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah. So.
But man, that's crazy. So the dream has happened 4 times over. Now you're looking to redream.
Redream, yeah. My new one is Coachella.
That's dope.
Main stage at Coachella.
That's the name of album number 2, Redream. Anyway,
There you go.
What's your dream stage, man?
my dream stage. You know, I didn't expect to be asked that question, but if I had to have a dream stage, it would have to be Abbey Road. It would have to be. It would because there's a connection to Abbey Road for me where, I mean, like when I was working the job where I was getting paid less money than my clothes cost that I was wearing on my back, right? The one thing that I was selling was these Bowers & Wilkins 802 Diamond Series speakers. Those were the speakers that I was trying to sell to people. Ironically, my last class at Full Sail was a mastering class where we were mastering in rooms that had 802 Diamond Series speakers in the room.
Damn.
Right? And Abbey Road Studios is notorious for having the 800 Diamond Series speakers in the Abbey Road studio. They're actually, it's a 5.1 system that's in there, but each one of those speakers is about $16,000 a piece, right? And it's just the fact that those speakers keep appearing so many times in my life, where they've become like my dream, that place where I'm just like, when I'm in the space with those, I'm at peace, right? And so knowing that Abbey Road has those there, and the connection to those speakers, that's why that stage would be so significant to me.
That's dope. That's
You
dope.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It means I've made it. I've literally come from not being able to afford them nor sell them, because I never sold a pair, not being able to afford them or sell them, to performing on them. You know what I'm saying? And mixing on them.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But so
for me, it would be Preservation Hall.
Ooh.
Preservation.
And the reason for me is because it's a very sentimental reason. I know you guys are younger, so you don't really remember. For the audience again, Jay Fresh and I are cousins.
yeah.
Blood.
Our great grandfather, Ernie Cagnolatti, Grandparty, he played the trumpet. Very well known trumpet player. Played at Kentucky Derby for, I want to say, 25 years straight.
Yeah.
Played Preservation Hall for just as many years. Very, very well known jazz trumpeter. Played Jazz Fest, things like that.
Yeah.
But they
invented the trumpet around the time you were born, right?
Not today, Satan.
So you fan of trumpet?
Not today, Satan. So some of my earliest memories is of our great-grandfather. By the time he got to this point, he was wheelchair bound. He had one of his legs had to be amputated, but still got around. And if he got lit, man, he'd get up and get on that one leg, and he'll play like he had both of them still standing there and hop around. But some of my earliest memories were going with our grandmother to pick him up after he was done with his set as a part of the Preservation Hall band, but getting there early enough to hear like 2 or 3 songs and just to feel that vibe from the room when his horn went to working, you could just feel the words that were the unspoken words by this horn in there. And I have never lost that feeling from as one of my earliest memories to now. There's so many days that things remind me of that's one of the places I would love to perform at. It's a tight-knit place, but the big stage, Madison Square Garden would do nothing for me compared to doing Preservation Hall.
Don't have that connection with it. It's
Right.
Just, yeah.
For me, that's what it is. And I think that's why I lean so much to the poetry I lean to now, is because of that close-knit feel connection, to the audience when speaking.
Yeah.
So.
See,
I feel like
Red Rocks was that way for me because the artists that I came up under, how I really got introduced to the electronic music scene, electronic hip hop music scene, was Pretty Lights Music. And so he plays there, he does a showcase there every year. My old tour manager actually grew up with him. So he introduced me to, all the artists pretty much under his label. And just seeing him perform there and seeing all of them, be their top tier venue and like watching that, it just really made, for me, it was like, wow. And then I learned a lot about it too. Because when you actually go there and you go to the backstage area or whatever, you can see in the stairs, they have all the artist names. Like, it is crazy, bro. It's the artists that have played that, it's just like, I can't believe, you know what I mean? It's one of those, like, when you're actually on that stage and you're looking up at everybody and you see, from the mountain, there's the perspective of everything. It's just like, it takes you to almost a different world. You know what I mean? You're just like, bro, like,
Cloud Nine.
This is Cloud Nine. Like, I can't believe this type of stuff. But it's humbling. It makes you realize, like, the world is so much bigger than me and you. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, bro, man, that's I know that feeling. Yeah. I got that feeling, in the audio temple at Full Sail, sitting in front of a SSL Duality, which is, it's $1 million console. For a lot of people don't know, there's only a few studios in the U.S. that have them, and it's 64. It's got 64 faders across. You flip it, you got 128, and so you can record a full orchestra piece by piece.
Oh shit!
Right.
Yeah.
That's how many inputs you have. You have 128 inputs on it. So, I'll never forget. The first time you sit in the chair. Your chair is $1,200. By the way, the one it's a $1,200 chair that you sit in.
Mink on that.
Man, it's the most comfortable studio chair ever.
That's
right.
Crazy.
And the reason I blurt out the price tags on them because it makes it real. You know what I'm saying? It makes it real because a lot of people don't put the same value on it that I put. You know what I mean? Because it's not about the money for me; it's about the experience. But I want you to also attach some type of value to it, so I give you the price tag to it as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I sat down in that chair in front of that console, and I looked up, and there was, if I remember correctly, there were 2 LED TVs that had Pro Tools up on them from the multi-track computer that was rolling around. And so I looked up, and there was a track already on there. And when I was looking at it, and I looked down at the console, and I looked back up, and there's literally thousands of knobs and buttons on this console. Thousands, right? And I looked down, I looked back up, and I looked down, and I stunned myself because I wasn't confused. I knew exactly what every single knob and button did.
That's dope.
I knew exactly where I was at.
Dope.
And I was like, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to do in my life.
Like walking into the Death Star and said, I got it.
Yeah. Like
a Millennium Falcon, right? Saying, I'm going to fly this one out of here.
Yeah, man. Like, I was like, oh my, like, I know what to do.
Yeah.
I know where everything is. I don't need to ask questions. I can run this whole thing.
That's dope.
And it's like this feeling that you can't describe when you're in the place that you're supposed to be
there. Yeah,
can't describe it, bro. You can't describe it.
That's dope.
Yeah. So now I'm just reminiscing.
I think we are. I mean,
it's always good.
But you know what? Again, it brings us back to another scenario we had previously with Blimes.
Yeah,
it's that type of track that brings you back.
You're right.
That helps you reminisce.
Right.
To times before that was spent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminiscing music.
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
And that's what
it's
you brought
how
with
how this kind of makes me feel. It brings me, like you're saying, it brings me back to those moments in my life where I just felt like I was supposed to be there. Yeah. Basically, like this was what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Sure. Those moments you can't replace those moments. So
yeah. And it's rare that when you're talking to an artist that is up and coming, going towards that mainstream stage, you know what I mean, that not only do they know where they're supposed to be, but you know they're supposed to be there too. You know what I mean? And like I have talked to countless artists in my time, not necessarily on The Kitchen, but just in general. Yeah. I have talked to countless artists, and what's funny is the universe has a way of keeping you away from certain crowds. Even though you want to be there, it keeps you away because you're not supposed to be there. And there's a lot of artists that's been around, you know, this city and others where I've had opportunity to work with them. There's been artists that said they didn't want to work with me, and I've tried to work with them for free, right? Yeah. And there's been artists that told me my prices are too high. You know what I'm saying? When I'm the only person in the city that has a degree in audio engineering, they tell me my prices is too high. And I've had artists come to the studio, record for free, and then try to rush me on a mix that they never paid for. You know what I mean? And
don't do that shit, y'all. Never rush your engineer to mix. So it's the most important part of the process, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or artists you want to get to working with, but they can't even figure out a schedule. The schedule.
They can't even show up.
A day of the week.
I know who y'all talking about, but we're not saying names.
Yeah. So I've gone through all of these things, and I said all of that to say this: when you sit in front of somebody, and there's a mutual agreement that they're in the right place, it is powerful. It is powerful. It's like the universe winking at you going, yeah, yeah, you're correct. I did this. You know what I mean? And it's just something phenomenal, man. So look, hats off to you. Like, this is dope.
Thank you.
This is dope. You know what I mean? And if we're voting, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think I need to ask the rest of the crew. I seen the faces. That. You know what I'm saying? This is a trophy. This is a trophy for sure. You know, but look, we're gonna wrap this up because sometimes you gotta just go home.
Y'all ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of
here. But look, man, it's been dope hanging with you on The Kitchen. I want to see you back. I want to do some more cuts of the week. You know, and like I always tell you guys, man, look, I love you. You know what I mean? And thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell next to the subscribe button. You can get the notifications on your mobile device, right? And if I know you and you don't have the notification up when the video drops, I'm just gonna go in and press it for you. So the next time you get it. Cool. All right. But look, it's been dope. Mad Rational here with Jay Fresh. Man, look, thank you for coming once again, brother.
Jay Fresh.
Appreciate you, cuz.
Thank you for showing up.
I appreciate both of y'all
coming out.
This is dope.
Showed us up last minute. He just come through on us and killed it, you know?
I got no voice because I've been on Bourbon Street in like 17 different strip clubs.
There it is.
I hope my girlfriend doesn't watch this. She's gonna see it.
We almost made it through without you telling me so.
See, that's how we get caught snitching on ourselves. Hey, I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. I'll say that. I was good.
Moomoo's gonna think you were with me. I'm like, I was at home, take care of my sick kids.
And we out.
How do you want us to call you?
Jay Fresh.
Okay. Just making sure we still
How fresh?
Jay Fresh.
How fresh?
Jay Fresh. That fresh.
Jay Fresh.
Jay Fresh.
Okay.
You got dressed.
Not in
Pretty
fresh.
Well. Pretty well.
Not fresh.
Pretty
tea.
fresh.
Not
Very
fresh
fresh.
tea.
So pretty fresh.
Very fresh.
Very fresh?
Extremely fresh.
Extremely fresh. Okay. That's the adjective we're going to use today?
That's what we're going to use.
Okay.
So fresh can smell you through the Ziploc.
Yes. It's fresh. Ziploc fresh.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Pyrex fresh.
Wait. Who's cooking drugs?
Placenta fresh.
What?
Amigos. Placenta. God.